The last year has been one spectacular year, and I would like to thank all of you so much for making this possible. While we are standing in this glitzy journey here, while we are all standing in the great glitzy show hall and celebrating this moment, this is also the 20th year. We also need to look back and see what we have traversed as the path. I remember the days in 2007. To attract talent, we used to suffer. I remember the days when Ratna used to literally beg to one of the e-recruitment consultant in 2007 for coming on board. He had to take him on a bike and drop him in a bus station so that that guy somehow will join us. And eventually he ditched us. Such a painful process it was. And that's how we were begging for people to join us. There was a customer for whom we did this excise duty implementation. The value of it was $2,000. And we would have chased him at least 2,000 times. And myself and Ratna remember those days when we used to take the motorcycle, and travel all the way to Trivallur hundreds of times just to get this $2,000 order because it was so important for us. I remember the days when a a coffee vendor, we were not able to pay, and he used to block me in the lift in Shamla Towers and ask for money because we couldn't pay. I remember the days when we were like a leaky bucket. We were hardly making any money, and our banks used to be on our throats. We used to carry more than 100 crores of debt as a company. I remember the days when the social media was full of vitriolic remarks about KaarTech. People used to say such ugly things about KaarTech, which was not true. And today they say good things, which is also not necessarily true. So the whole social media was full of terrible data. From those days, horrendous days, today if I look back and think back and juxtapose, today people from Deloitte are joining us. People from Accenture are joining us. People from Microsoft are joining us. People from AWS, SAP, people from Delaware, people from global consulting organizations are joining us. So there is a huge shift as a company we have accomplished in this 20 years. There's a huge change which has happened. And I also remember the olden days of the infrastructure when we used to be on top of this Karaikudi restaurant where the cooking, kitchen, cleaning of vessels, all that used to be there in the front, and we have to bring our customers past that filthy, stinky zone. And today, we are in Trill, which is the third largest IT park in the entire country. And we are in 15 countries, and around 20 locations we have offices. So there's a huge change which has happened in our infrastructure as well. If you look at the customers, from a $2,000 order for what we used to be literally begging, and today customers are trusting us with a $50 million opportunities. So this is a huge change that has happened. If you look at the partners, there are bankers today willing to lend us hundreds of millions of dollars for us. Today, with SAP, we have been able to close $5 million worth of orders, and we are even just only on CC Flex, Param was able to accomplish $1 million. So there's a huge shift in our partner ecosystem and respect and stature as well. Today, the social media ratings are through the roof. 4.5 is the rating we have in Mouthshut, and also 4 plus in Glassdoor. And we are looking at 4.5 there as well. So there is a reasonable degree of a shift which has happened in the whole company. There's a big change which is happening. The oldest annual leadership meet used to happen in Vijaya Park Inn, which is a small motel kind of a hotel, and that's where we used to have 4 hours. That's all we could afford. 4 hours of annual leadership meet. That's what, 15 years ago. Today, this is what? One of the best rated beach resorts in the world. And we are having our leadership meet here, and almost 200 people have joined us. So the company has literally transformed and changed a lot in this 20 years.